I think it's hugely important that we receive the visit today from Minister Chuilin, who obviously is responsible for culture, arts and leisure right across the north. We're standing here in the heart of the Gaeltacht Quarter. Recently in this year we've launched a brand new exciting projected programme of events which aims to release the tourism potential of this area, and Caral's endorsement on that, and really this morning is an opportunity for us to showcase our rich, vibrant tourism offering to her and her officials. You're very welcome. Really what we have tried to do this morning is pull together and sort of very tight time that we help with you. Tourism is a key linchpin in the overall programme of economic and social development in the west of the city, and what we need in order to raise our game is to have access to departmental policies, to ministers. So again we welcome the huge opportunity this morning to showcase our offering, and again with that access we know that we can release the tourism potential of West Belfast and indeed the Gaeltacht Quarter. It's going absolutely great. We had the Minister in this morning in the boardroom of the Culturlann, having a bit of a walk around the newly developed building, which they call Help Part Fund. She's received a number of presentations from local tourism stakeholders, people involved in releasing the tourism potential of the Gaeltacht Quarter. We then went down and seen a short piece of drama, about 15 minutes long, of Shaw Robert, which is about Robert McAdam, who the Culturlann McAdam O'Fake is named after. From there we've went on a bit of a walk around the Gaeltacht Quarter, and we're now in the city cemetery. All of this today has allowed us to showcase our rich cultural tourism offering. We're now at the grave of William Rutledge Kane, who was a key player within the revival of the Irish language movement. He was a Presbyterian, he was an Orange man. So it's exposing some of those historic contradictions and showing how we can connect our offering right across the city and break down barriers by doing that. We're going to move to Conway Mill next. We will visit the Ballymurphy play, The Aftermath, and from there we'll head on and see St John Bosco Club, where Michael Conlon boxes out of.
Well, Shankill Rd tak Gaeltacht go jig na daoine seo amach, cad agad den céarar ar nó ní aon stranseir an air an seo, ach cad den a family an san rinn sin, Sinn tak Gaeltacht go jig siad amach, go bhfeagann siad daoine ar an talú, agus go bhfeagann siad na daoine atá ag obair idir gróna agus agraiachtaí pobl. So, aon tak éibh an seo, agus tá súlagan go muireann sí soltas.
Just brilliant at their age.
Well, I think it's incredibly important these stories are told. You know, they're part of history, and they're a part of history that have been covered up and lies have been told about, and it's incredibly important that the truth's told. It's incredibly important that Caral's here, because these kind of plays only happen, it appears in West Belfast. This company is unique in that it's a mixture of professional actors, local kids, local people who've never been on stage before, and together it creates a fantastic mixture of skill and authenticity, and it's, I mean, I think really important. I mean, I ran Double Joint for years here and knew how much in demand it was, and it's just incredibly important that a similar company is created in West Belfast, that the audiences for it, you know, I mean, that this big space packed, it's the third time it's been on. There are audiences who can't afford to go to the Opera House, won't go to the Lyric, but yet love going to plays, and they're not being served at all at the moment.
As the Minister could say, it's a very emotional play, it brings back a lot of memories. The actors are brilliant. I mean, the actors, because they've met the families, they've actually read the actual documentation, they feel it, and you can see some of them actually really get very emotional. We have people here at night breaking their hearts. We had 2 women walking out the other night crying because it brought back so many memories, and we're hoping to put the history right. We're trying to get the story out there of what happened to our loved ones, and this play is part of that. That's part of us telling our stories, because David Cameron isn't listening, and we will make him listen, and we will keep going until he listens, because there was no police investigation and our loved ones were branded gunmen and gunwomen.
important it is to have, I suppose we call her Saint Caral now?
Saint Caral, that's a good name for it, isn't it? Very, very important. It's momentous day today, especially for this club here, because you know, for the last couple of years, everybody in the club has been worrying about how we're going to end up, because the club has been just deteriorating. This club here, there's no running water, no toilets, no showers, no heating. The roof is ready to cave in around, as you see, there's holes everywhere. Normally on a rainy day, the kids is training here with buckets out everywhere, you know. So I'm saying that we could have sent somebody to the Olympics as a diver maybe, or somewhere there's that much water in the place. But no, it's today, we've sort of, there's been talk of this here from November. So for it to finally be, you know, come out today, it's great, it's brilliant for this club. I mean, the kids that come into this club, you know, you're looking around, a lot of them come from single parent families, a lot of them, it's very high unemployment in this area, there's a lot of crimes and stuff like that, you know. That's all the bad points. The good points is when you see these kids coming in the doors, they come in boys and they go out men, you know what I mean? So it's, for us as coaches, it's great to see. I've had kids in here from 9 years of age, maybe in their 17, 18 now, and some of them come back and give a wee hand in the club too, so it's great to see.
Thanks.
Well, this part of the wall, like other sections, are reserved for specific campaigns. As you've seen, the Cuban, the Palestinians, we replace those murals constantly. The same with this part of the wall, it's reserved for the campaign against racism in West Belfast, Sarah and Fleur and all that team. And this time they decided to go to the local cartoonist, Ian Knox, who's worked with all admire, I think, and get him to come up with an idea. I think it's brilliant for us to be able to interpret his work on the wall, because it's different from ours, but it sort of adds another flavour to it. Well, I think the mural tradition has a long-lasting one within the unionist community, not so much within the nationalist community. And you know, the murals in the nationalist community came out of the censorship and the demonisation of our community. So it's great now to see they are becoming part of the status quo, and to see the minister down here unveiling it. I think it brings it to a wider audience, and not so much respectability, because we never chose to want to be respectable, but I think it's an endorsement of the community, that their ideas and their values are welcomed by people at that level. And that's all we do. We're just human photocopiers for the ideas and emotions or campaigns within our community. So I think to us as muralists, and also to the community in general, it's a very nice endorsement.
Well, I mean, today is part of actually just, you know, getting out and about and going and meeting groups, meeting people who actually do the work, deliver the work. And deliver the work, really, when for many years there's been a statutory obligation to do it. It still hasn't been done. And for me, it's about getting underneath the skin of all that, fighting out, you know, what the real needs are, and then trying to go and make sure that the resources are directed towards the need. You know, I meet loads of people, and they'll tell you that they need A, B, C and D, and I have to listen to that, and they'll tell you it for a good reason. And then what we need to do is to look at, you know, not resources in terms of partnerships and what else we can bring, but it is really important to, you know, be out and about and to see these things firsthand, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's people from this area give me a mandate, and they're the people that, regardless how busy you get, I will never ever ignore.
I think it's very important that local accountable ministers are in, listening to many of the people concerns. This morning we had a meeting with the Gaeltacht Quarter and a number of tourism nations right across West Belfast. I suppose one of the aspects for myself is we ended up in the boxing club St John Bosco's, which is in Conway Mill. Young Michael Conlon is there fighting for the chance of a silver or gold medal at this stage. Terrible surrounds in that building where it is a very run-down boxing club, but the heart and soul and the community spirit is all there, and that's what's brought Michael Conlon to at least a bronze medal within these Olympics. So I think it's very important. And on the back of, we knew the minister was coming in today, but the minister made an announcement last night that £3.2 million is going into boxing in the north of Ireland here, and I hope that John Bosco will get some of that money. They're supposed to make their own facility into a first-class facility, and hopefully we'll see more medal winners coming from this part of Belfast. West Belfast is the heart of this city. We're very loud, we're very proud, We're very much very community orientated, very much supported by this community, and we have the Minister in today. We're heading over to the Shankill Rd now to listen to some concerns of people in the Shankill, but also to see some parts of the West Belfast Festival which is taking place in the Shankill Rd today. So a great day for us, it'll be a long day, a busy day, and no doubt the Minister will be taking some of the concerns and issues with her back to her department, and hopefully we'll see the fruition of that in the very near future.